Thanks for joining me this week. And today I want to talk about a topic that I trust is going to really help you and encourage you to actually be who you are. It's one of the challenges many of us face in life, in our jobs, our careers, at school, serving, or wherever it might be, is what I call wearing your own armor or being yourself. How tempting it is to try and be like someone else, to copy others. And usually we copy because they're more successful than we are. But the truth is, a copy is never as good as the original. You get a photocopy, it's never ever as good. It's sort of got marks, it's just tainted in some way. You will be at your best when you're being yourself. And that actually is integrity, because you're not a fake, you're not false, you're real, you're who you actually are. So this is brought out well, wearing your own armor, in the story of David and Saul, what Saul tries. 1 Samuel 17:37-40. Let me read it to you. Moreover, David said, "The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear, he will deliver me from the hand of the Philistine." And Saul said to David, "Go, and the Lord be with you." So Saul clothed David with his armor. That's the point you've got to pick up. Put on a bronze helmet on his head, clothed him with a coat of mail. David fastened the sword to his armor and tried to walk, for he had not tested them. And David said to Saul, "I cannot walk with these. I've not tested them." So David took them off. You see, the armor of Saul's, it just didn't fit right. It didn't feel right. He couldn't walk properly, couldn't function properly. So what did he then do? He took a staff in his hand. He chose himself 5 smooth stones from the brook, put them in a shepherd's bag in a pouch which he had, and his sling was in his hand. And he drew near the Philistine. Verse 50 says, "So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and a stone, and struck the Philistine and killed him, but there was no sword in the hand of David." So David puts on Saul's armor. It was proven armor. This armor had won many victories. If any armor in the land could bring victory, this was it. Do you ever think that way? So you want to succeed, so you search for the most successful person in your field, in your area, and then if you think, if any armor is going to help me, this is going to do it. However, when David tries to walk in Saul's armor, someone else's armor, it was uncomfortable. Why? And it didn't fit. Why? Because it wasn't the armor God had for him. So he grabs his own armor, simple, basic, 5 stones and a sling, and wins a great victory. When you wear your own armor, you're going to be far more successful than you would be if you're trying to copy someone else. In fact, you will never fulfill your potential if you're copying others, if you're trying to be an imitation of somebody else. I don't know if they still have it. There used to be a program on TV, Stars in Their Eyes. So people imitate great singers. So one of the favorites, of course, is Elvis Presley. You got all the Elvis Presley lookalikes. And I mean, how crazy are they? I mean, how do you compete with Elvis Presley? Try someone a bit lower down the ranks, okay? Why not? Why go for the top shelf? Because you're going to make a fool of yourself. You know, the more we want to be stars, the greater the danger of copying. So God has put great variety in the universe. 2 snowflakes are not the same. No 2 fingerprints are the same. So God doesn't want any 2 of us. You know, there's only one of me, and most of my congregation says, thank God for that. So each of us is to be a unique manifestation of Jesus. God thinks you're awesome. After all, he designed you. He made you in his image, made you in his likeness. He's actually happy with the way he made you. Your challenge is, can you be happy with the way he made you? My message to you today, be yourself, don't copy anyone else, and excel to a very high level.